This is the Lucid Air Grand Touring model from the Westfield Century Mall at Los Angeles. Being a huge EV fan, the Lucid company and its first flagship product was extremely impressive to me. From the headline range of 507 miles and 1,080 horsepower to its gorgeous interior and interior design, I was really hyped and thrilled at the same time. Seeing cars in pictures a lot of times really don't do justice compared to seeing it in person. The car itself is slightly larger than the size of the current 5 Series Gen. The length of the wheelbase, both of the cars are within 1 inch of each other. The biggest difference in its exterior dimension is the width and the height. The Lucid Air is nearly 3 inches wider and lower compared to the 5 Series. When the design is wider and lower at the same time, this makes an enormous difference in the perception of the car looking much lower and wider. The Air looks much sportier compared to the 5 Series, and the 5 Series is already an extremely sporty looking car. Nobody ever looks at a BMW 5 Series and thinks, that car isn't very sporty looking. The Lucid Air makes the 5 Series almost a bit ordinary. That's not the fault of the 5 Series, but just a testament of the Air's gorgeous exterior proportions. Needless to say, I was super glad I took the trip to see the car in person. Unbelievably, the car looks even more dramatic and drop dead gorgeous in person compared to the pictures. In many ways, it seems like Lucid decided to design the most beautiful concept car and then decided to bring it into production without any changes. Even the Mercedes EQS and the Porsche Taycan, both of which are unbelievably good looking, look quite a bit different from their concept car form compared to the actual production car. All 3 cars are achingly beautiful to look at, but the Lucid Air in production form still looks like a concept car, designed to be as beautiful and dramatic looking as possible. According to Lucid, the design concept of the Air was heavily inspired by the shape of the aircrafts and aerodynamics efficiencies. The Air has one main line that wraps around the entire car from headlight to the rear lights. The headlight is also designed in-house by Lucid themselves and feature a tiny microchip lens array to make up the headlight in itself. The rear light unit, according to Lucid, is the widest in the automotive industry, with lights wrapped from end to end at the rear, giving it an unmistakable signature when driving at night. Some models of the Air use a brushed aluminum roof rather than a traditional same color roof. Some models of the Lucid use a brushed aluminum roof rather than a more traditional same color roof. This is probably more of a personal preference call. Some people might love it, others might not. It does make the car look more special, expensive, and premium looking with the brushed aluminum roof. In this car particular color combination, brushed aluminum roof, it somehow reminds me of a huge Cadillac and a Lincoln from the 60s and the 70s, even though it's such a modern design. It's truly a super interesting design. I could literally just stare at the looks of this car and just get lost in the looks. Lucid has actually designed quite a few different rims and wheel choices for the Air, and I'm happy to say all the designs are tremendously good looking. There are 3 different sizes depending on which trim of the Lucid Air you're buying: 19 inches, 20 inches, and 21 inches. Lucid has actually designed quite a few different looking rims and wheel choices for the Air, and I'm happy to say all the designs are tremendously good looking. Another design detail that is unique to the Lucid Air is the small chrome trim at the bottom of the car that wraps around the entire car from front to the side skirts all the way to the trunk area of the car. It's such a nice design detail that I'm surprised that it hasn't been seen on any other car design yet. It's really further emphasized that this is a premium luxury vehicle. The trunk of the car has a design that hasn't been used or seen on any production vehicle so far. It's what Lucid calls a clamshell design. This gives the trunk the widest opening of any sedan vehicle on the market, making it already enormous, even more practical, to the point one might question, why you even need an SUV? Now, many people might be wondering why Lucid didn't give the car a hatchback design similar to the Model S. Wouldn't that make the car even more practical? It's not that simple. When you use a hatchback design, there are compromises in the rigidity of the car's body and also a higher noise level compared to a traditional trunk design. The clamshell design essentially allows a more practical traditional trunk design, giving it a wider opening to fit larger items while giving it a better rigidity and quietness when compared to a hatchback design. Some cars have some angles that really work and some angles that don't. The Lucid Air is amazing looking from basically any angle. I know because I walked around the car multiple times and could not find a single angle that isn't anything less absolutely flattering to the Air's exterior design. Few cars have brought this level of hype and excitement to me recently. The Lucid Air is truly revolutionary, and I cannot wait for a test drive and hope the driving experience matches or even surpasses its amazing looks. It really seems to me that the Lucid Air will be extremely strong competition for the Model S, Porsche Taycan, Mercedes EQS, and Audi e-tron GT. The luxury EV market is just getting started right now. If this is a good thing right now, imagine how much better the product offerings will be in a few more years. Alright, thanks for watching, you guys. Stay tuned for my next Lucid Air interior and practicality video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.